Hello YouTube. So one of my users asked me how to go about changing the oil on my Walmart lawnmower. So first thing, this is for a 625 EX. It's titled Murray, but it's a Briggs & Stratton engine. And first thing you do is make sure you got some engine oil. And you want to make sure, here I'll just grab that and show you. You want to make sure it's SAE 30. Oh, that's coming up there. And then you want to make sure the API number starts with an S. In this case it's an SN. And what that's important, so as I show you on the back, you got that API sticker. And again, SEA 30 weight, that's what you want. You want to make sure the API service number starts with an S, because they do make one that starts with a C. If you accidentally grab that, that's for diesel engines. So just think C for compression, S I guess for service vehicles, which is gas vehicles and stuff. But just make sure it doesn't start with a API of C. You should be good to go. So with that said, you want to make sure you got yourself a rag, place to pour the oil into. And I'm just going to do this now. I took on the front there, I just disconnected the spark plug. That's a safety thing, and I think that's a good thing to do. And then there's also a barcode type, I think they call them Q codes or something, on the front of your lawnmower. If you have a smartphone, you can scan that in and it'll bring up the PDF for the manual. And so you also want to make sure your engine's cold so you don't burn yourself, and also that the gas, open up your gas cap. Here, I'll show you where it's at. Open up your gas cap, make sure there's no gas in there. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up the oil dipstick there, and I'm just going to pour the oil into that pan there. Okay, so hopefully that all made sense there. And I'm just going to wait for that to drip out, and I'll pick it up when it's all done. Okay, so the oil is pretty much done dripping out, so I'm just going to set the engine back up. So as you can see, all I did was put my funnel in, and then I'm going to add a half a quart and just measure it just to see, because it's supposed to, that didn't look like a quart, but it could be. It's kind of deceiving. It only holds a quart of oil. So I'm just going to put a half a quart in and see how it goes. Now on your dipstick here, see it's just got those two holes. You just want to have your oil not above the top hole and not below the first hole. So anywhere in between is fine. And I don't know if it shows up on camera very well, but it travels, so that's kind of tricky. but it looked like it was about to the bottom of the first hole, which is would be consistent with which I would expect it to be about there. So at this point you're pretty much done. I put in 3/4 of a quart. Most of your modern oil containers have a deal on the back and it tells you how much you put in there. So I put in 3 of the 4 quarters. I'll probably leave it at that and just check it, let it settle down, check it, and again, it doesn't have to be all the way up to that top mark. It just has to be in between those 2 holes there. And when you check it, you need to close the lid all the way so it gets down all the way, and then when you pull it off, wipe the dipstick, then put it in all the way, then pull it out and check it like this. And even there, it's kind of deceiving because the oil's like in the dipstick compartment. You won't really know until you run it. I just advise you to maybe don't put in the full quart. Just put in 1/2 to 3/4. Run it for a little bit, and then check it. Plus, it's hard to see when it's nice and clean like this. Anyways, that's pretty much all there is to it. Of course, now you got to put gas in it. Don't forget to hook up your spark plug wire and put your oil dipstick back in. That's pretty much all there is to changing the oil. And just take your oil to your local recycler, and that should be about it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I hope this video helps somebody out. Thank you for watching.